With the birth of the internet and the web browsers, the digital world has experienced great changes. Unlike the past, when people were connected through rotary phones and problems were solved with pencil and paper, numerous devices connected to the internet can be controlled from anywhere. And doctors can diagnose patients remotely from anywhere with a digital connection. Digital has had a huge impact on our lives, but millions of people are left behind. We call this the digital divide. To help imagine this digital divide, consider a train station. A train station is made up of many different elements, the train that takes us back and forth between our destinations, the platform we stand on, and the gap between the train and the platform. That gap has a lot to teach us. Think of the train as the digital world, and the platforms as how we access it. There are two types of people on the platform: those who can get on the train and those who can't. People who can ride have the essential skills, knowledge, and economic ability. And people who cannot ride do not have the essential skills, knowledge, and economic ability. For them, the gap between the train and the platform is too wide to cross. They cannot access it because they cannot afford it, do not know how to use it, and do not know its benefits. This is how an information gap arises. Let's look at some basic statistics. The world's population is approximately 7 billion. Of these, approximately 2 billion belong to the information owner class. They only make up about 30% of the world's population. In other words, the remaining 70%, or nearly 5 billion people, do not have access to computers and the internet. Look at the map that shows the internet connections around the world. Most internet connections are centered on North America and Europe, while the dark shadow of the digital divide hangs over the rest of the world. And next, look at the internet connectivity between cities. Again, the majority of information produced is concentrated between North America and Europe. One laptop per child, OLPC, a project that provides one PC per child, provided laptops to children living in poor housing conditions, but the laptops actually came with high costs such as internet connection costs, electricity costs, maintenance costs, software, and update costs. It resulted in high fees. Additionally, it cannot be asserted that the computer was used only for educational purposes. It was a good attempt, but it wasn't the right method. With this in mind, people found another way. People created a network of community centers that bring education through the use of technology. Called RIA in Spanish, or in English, Learning and Innovation Network. They reduced infrastructure costs and costs per user by increasing the number of users per computer. Let's compare the basics. RIA has 1,650 computers. If a 1-to-1 ratio like 1 laptop per child had been adopted, 1,650 users would have benefited, but the center was established. These centers operate longer hours than schools and are open to all ages. In less than 2 years, 140,000 people have used the center, of which 34,000 have graduated from the center. Jim Sevier also came up with a shamanic interface, although it has not yet been realized. The shamanic interface is very simple and can be created with what we already have. All you need is a motion detection device that transmits physical movements in reality to the digital world and gestures that are globally used. This ensures that everyone on the platform has the ability to cross the gap and ride the train.